It's going to be really exciting. Today, anyway, I wanted to talk to you about a crystal that a few people have been asking me about, the crystal of 2020, and especially for what's happening right now, which is the feelings and the negativity and the worries and the stresses and all the stuff that everybody's feeling right now, all those frustrations right now. And there's one particular crystal that has always captivated me over a number of years, and my clients, what I noticed that people, when going through a point in their life where, not the old cliches at a crossroads, it's not really at a crossroads, but when you realize that something's not right in your life, something doesn't feel right, and you want to change your life, and you know, this belief system that you've got, depression or frustration, all of those things are just words for a reason within yourself that you don't, or you can't see clearly at the moment. And what you are living, the life you are living, the surroundings, the environment, the situations are not what you want inside, internally, spiritually, mentally and emotionally. So what crystal do we use to help at least eliminate or blast away those energies, those thoughts that hold us back? So we need to look for something that, when we look up in the sky, what do we see? We see the beautiful white clouds, we see the beautiful blue clouds when it's not chemtrails, and we feel that we want to just spread our wings and fly. So the crystal that I always turned to over the decade and a half, when it came to points where people felt that they just needed that confidence, that step forward, that leap of faith to be able to believe in themselves. Which crystal do I hold, Mark? Which crystal works the best? So I've noticed that, especially in these past 2 months, this crystal keeps coming up all the time, and I keep using it. And I'm wearing a piece now, and I'm going to introduce you to it. I've got one piece here as well to show you two different models. And so yeah, I'll show you this one. Here it is. Doesn't that look like the sea? Doesn't that look like the sky and the clouds? There you go, there's one, and here's another. I'm wearing it now. Doesn't that look like the clouds? Yeah, this beautiful crystal is named Lapis Lace. Not to be cross-referenced as, oh, is it Lapis Lazuli? No, it's Lapis Lace. That's the name of the crystal. This crystal is, when you hold it, the first thing normally you'll feel is a release. That release, as I'm holding it now, I can feel that release. It's a release of tensions of what your life, your surroundings, all of that energy around you, what it creates and builds up within and around you. This is a release of that. So as soon as you hold it, you can feel it. It feels like you just want to go. And as you hold it, you can feel the release in your eyes. You can feel the release in the back of your head. These are all tensions. You can feel the release in your shoulders, in your back. So instantly, this crystal is a relief crystal of negative, heavy and dirty energy, which is a brilliant thing just to wear. So as you're wearing it, it's amazing. You can feel it instantly. Sorry about the noise, guys. I had a feeling this was going to happen as soon as I started making this video. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it's quite loud here. It's typical. Anyway, so somebody asked me the other day which is the crystal I would recommend right now for those reasons. It's Lapis Lace. Just give me a second. Okay, so somebody's drilling holes in the wall. My next door neighbour. Just wait till he's finished. He might be drilling 4 holes. So that means there's 2 more to go. So anyway, yeah. I'm holding another crystal with it because also some people like to ask what crystal works best with Lapis Lace. I thought about it today and thinking which was the most beautiful crystal I think works well with it. And the crystal that I realized when I was tuning in on that was this crystal here. And it's a very unusual crystal, and it looks like clear quartz, but it's very unusual in its appearance. It almost looks like there's quartz stuck everywhere. And sometimes the faden, it's called faden quartz. Faden, that's F-A-D-N-E, faden quartz. These two together are divine. They work so well in releasing and healing the energy from what we would say is an unnatural environment, unsafe, unhealthy environment. Lapis Lace helps you fly free. It brings in a freedom into you. It brings in the strength within you to break free from old patterns and burdens and anything that you feel you're not strong enough to conquer. So what happens on many levels with Lapis Lace is that it starts to build up an energy within you which frees the negative energy and the stresses from within you. Then you feel a lot more stronger. So imagine somebody has put a load of weights on top of your back and somebody says, can you come and help me? You go, I can't, I've got all this weight, I've got to carry it. It's almost like you letting that weight go and then you're able to do other things. That's the only simple way I can explain with Lapis Lace. It's also wonderful for children, especially teenagers who are going through stress of life right now. Anything to do with pain and suffering of the loss of their freedom, feeling trapped, feeling like they can't do what they want to do, that everything's going wrong. Give a piece of Lapis Lace. It's amazing. It's amazing how it transforms their thoughts and feelings, and it keeps them away from the negative energies of what I've been talking about. So you find that when you wear this, it brings a deeper joy. It brings more positivity. It gives you the confidence to move forward. Again, it always feels when I wear this, it's like I can take a leap of faith. I dare do things. Whereas, you know, how do I put it into words? I can't really put it into words really how I'm feeling, but it's an energy which is, it surpasses most crystals when it comes to releasing burden, heavy energy. I think I keep repeating myself, but that's predominantly the crystal of 2020, because you want to be able to move forward. You want the confidence. You want to feel as if you can fly free. So I really rate this crystal. I really do. I think it's one of the most beautiful crystals. What other crystals did I work with? This works quite well as well with amethyst. It's a great crystal combination. So put a piece of amethyst next to this and you'll feel yourself moving forward in much more of a deeper spiritual way. It brings forward the spiritual energy as well. So not only does this crystal help in the feeling of strength, inner power, but it also helps you in the physical manner as well. So when you just hold this crystal, you can feel it if you just hold it in your hand and just feel the energy around and what's happening, you'll start to feel a lightness in your head, as well as the shoulders, as well as the legs, as well as the stomach, as well as the heart. You start to feel a lightness, because what's happening is the process of Lapis Lace, it's almost like massaging you inside and breaking down all the heaviness in there, so you start to feel lighter. And some people do talk about having the stomach ache attached to this, but it's not. It's basically washing your insides out. So sometimes it feels very delicate, but that's washing away the heavy burden that we often hold in there because of stress, worry, shock, painful things that happen to us. So it's a great cleanser in many different ways. Again, on a physical level, when you look at this crystal and feel it and hold it, you can start to feel almost like anxiety disappearing on that physical level. You know, you don't feel as anxious, you don't feel as challenged. A lot of people claim, and I don't know this because I don't really suffer with that, but anybody who suffers with lungs or anything to do with asthma or anything like they struggle with their breath, this releases or opens up and makes things easier, makes the valves, makes the tubes, you can breathe easier. And I just think that when you stick this on the hat, see, this is probably the best place for it, round about here. So here's my chest, so if we can get around about here, that's great. But also, if you are trying to heal yourself from stress, a lot of stress level, go further down. Belly button here, try to bring it down to the belly button. And also when you're sleeping on a night, keep it close to you. And it's a great crystal to massage. If you're using something like a really nice massage oil, I'd be using my healing oil, and I used to use it often with my clients. So I take my healing oil and I'd put the healing oil around the head, and I would then, the lapis lace is normally a really beautiful smooth stone, so you can gently massage around there, and with the beautiful energy of the crystal which penetrates straight away, if you rub it there for 10 or 15 minutes, it's amazing for headaches, migraines, stress of the eyes, any kind of pressure that people have. I've known many of my clients come to me and I lifted up a piece, which is a tumble, and I would rub it all across the head. Anybody who suffered with strokes or anything to do with dementia as well, I'd be massaging the whole of the head with it, with the oil. The oil that I have here, which is the healing oil, there's a multitude of oils in there. So I don't specifically say, oh, just try that oil, but you'd go for something like, I mean, for me, if I'm going around my head, I'd be going for lavender, gentle lavender, and rubbing it around the head, you know, it's beautiful. Rose as well, which is great. Okay, I think that's it. So there is just one other crystal that it works well with, and I'm just going to show you. So the Faden quartz is brilliant, and if you just want to up it up a little bit, this is an absolutely amazing crystal, and this too is doing really well at the moment. People are loving this crystal. This is a very rare type of beryl from Brazil, and if you can see, it looks almost like a colour of a lemon beryl it's called. It's a very rare crystal. I managed to get quite a lot of pieces, and I've worked with them, and it does work really well together. They work really, really well together. If you're really suffering with stress and you know, just feeling really, really down, these two crystals work really well together. But yes, the lapis is brilliant on its own, so you don't have to get a other crystal. But when people ask, which they often do on my videos, what do they work well with? These two crystals work really well, Faden and beryl. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. I think I made a video once before about lapis lace, but never as in detail as this. I'm just trying to think of clients and what I used it for. Jawline, if you suffer with your jaw and it's in a bad place, I'd rub it on the jaw as well. That's brilliant for your jaw. When you sleep, if you want to de-stress just before you go to sleep, meditate with it like that, or in your hand, great for meditation. Yeah, I think that's it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Love you all, and thank you for going to Mark Bayerski YouTube channel. This, of course, is the Crystal channel. And I hope to see you in a couple of days, if not before. Now I'm going to start to do as many videos as I can of crystals that are really starting to do the work in 2020 which we need. So I'm going to do my best to share with you the crystals that I feel are really good right now and helping many people right now. Do I have any lapis lace on my website? I don't think I have. I might have one or two, but I do have some coming shortly over there. So if not, go to your local crystal store and ask for a piece of lapis lace. Okay, if not, you might have to wait a few days for those that I have over there to come on. But that's it really, I think. Enjoy your day. Okay, I'll get back to work. See you later. Take care. Bye.